What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trailmakers, and today I wanted to find out how well Lego scales into Trailmakers, since most of our blocks are very similar to how Lego does their blocks. So we got our 4x1s, our 1x3s, our 1x2s, all that. So I want to try and see if I can build the Lego fire station. I downloaded the Lego app, so I have the instructions on my phone, and I'll be putting it up on the screen, either the top left or top right, whichever spot's not in the way, so that you can follow along. So let's jump into it. Alright, so I'm going to take some creative liberties here because Lego has special pieces. Like in this first one, there's a trash can. The closest thing we have are these barrels, but their connection point is right there in the center. Let's say I do that and then that. They're connected to each other, but I cannot connect it to the ground. So there won't be a trash can here. However, I am not going to use the build plates either because I want it to sit just flat on the ground. We've got windows. So the only windows we have here are the small porthole or the large porthole. Alright, so I'm going to skip over page 48 and 49 because it's a freestanding cart, and that's just not going to work out well. Alright, so we're done with the build. I cut the build montage a little bit short because I didn't want to ruin the entire build process. So let's compare it to the Lego set, and we're just going to do a quick little spin around here. Let's start down here. How does this look in comparison? I did the best I could. We have the cup, we have the seats, we have the little screens here. So overall, I think that looks pretty good. Up here, I couldn't do anything like put tools or anything because we don't have stuff like that in Trailmakers. So I worked with what I had. And up here, just to keep it more simple, I made custom seats. Quotes, we'll put that. Then we have the little grill back there. I can't put a pan on top of that or the little sausage. I did the best I could with the sink. And up top, I didn't do what I thought was a satellite pole. And I just realized the way it lines up, you would come out this window and go down it. But that's not a big deal. Then we have the garage doors over here. I did about the best I could on that as well, working within Trailmakers. And up top we got our helipad. Now if I spawn this in, you'll see that I actually have the lights rotating and flashing, which is something And apparently I have space hooked up to those horns. So I didn't know that those sirens sounded like that. That would be... I don't know why it spawned like that. That would be these square horns. I did not know that they made police siren sounds. That's kind of fitting. So then we got our lights over here. And if I spawn it in, you'll see that they tilt up like in the normal Lego build. So then if we go over here, I'm just going to go into first person. We have these little gates here. Honestly, I think that this was about the best I could do given the circumstances of, you know, the blocks that are in Trailmakers compared to the ones that are custom made for Lego. Now, the one thing you'll notice is I don't have the helicopter or the fire truck because we are already at 487 out of 700 complexity. And the way the helicopter's built, it just sits up here. There's no way I could make it actually fly in Trailmakers, but I might try building the vehicles separately. So this was how well Lego translates into Trailmakers, and overall it does a pretty good job, at least in my opinion. Like these gray pieces could be like half the height because of how it is in Lego, but you know, we don't have that option unless you use these flat pieces, but then you can't put anything on top of them because you can see the hitbox is larger than the actual piece. So I might try doing some other sets in the future. Leave me some set numbers down below if you want to see me translate them into Trailmakers and see how well they carry over. This has been Keodes, and I'll catch you all next time.